Hello, everybody. Welcome to press conference here today. Time's 18:02. The day's April 18th, 2024. We're doing an emergency press conference to discuss the recent apprehension of two individuals involved with the Beldoza cartel, Leroy Brown and supposed leader Guadamez Beldoza. A few hours ago, we had an officer, John M., kidnapped, apprehended, tied to a boat, and unfortunately was the victim of multiple explosives strapped to that boat. So Officer John M. Is pronounced dead at the scene, and we are obviously in heavy heart and heavy hands for him, and our prayers are out for him, along for all of our law enforcement here. But thankfully, due to the heroic actions of our law enforcement, we were able to have a resolution within the scene. Now, before I turn to any of my officers or any Weasel News, I wanted to say this is a huge accomplishment. We're very proud of our law enforcement, and this is a short step into a huge discovery that we're getting into. Obviously, no details further will be shared on the investigation and the cartel, but just know that, ladies and gentlemen, we got them. All right, Weasel News, I'll open it up for your first questions of me, and then I will turn to Deputy 2 Blake N. Go ahead, Weasel.
First question is what is the bail looking for Mr. Beldoza? Like, is it very high, or is it something one of his goons can easily pay off for?
So currently, obviously he's dealing with multiple life sentences. If any officer can behind me wants to clarify that sentence in real quick, I know you dealt with it, Blake.
Yes, sir. Right now he's sentenced to a consecutive 3 life sentences, to an additional 710 months. So no, he's not been bail worthy.
All right, next question.
How many suspects were there exactly? Because it seemed like there's only three, from what I'm known.
Yeah. So the other one, who I didn't get the name of prior to this, but there was three apprehended. The one seemed to be a distraction focused, who pivoted himself away from the police to kind of get them away from the main scene from occurring. Again, Officer John M. was at this lighthouse, getting tied up to this boat and everything. And we had someone by the name of, I believe, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, Nelson Becker, who was later transported to the hospital and treated for wounds and then transported to Bolingbrook. So we're currently at three goons: Leroy Brown, Nelson Becker, and Guadamez Beldoza are all behind bars, maximum security, where the sun don't shine, and they won't be getting the best treatment. Any more questions for me?
And then is there any more suspects that are possible leads? Any that may have gotten away, or are those the only three at the time?
Okay, I'll open up to the officers on that one. If anyone wants to come speak about any other possible leads or any other suspects that could have been involved. Okay, yeah. So again, searching confirmed. No. So right now, we limited it to three. That's all that was seen. That's all that was dealt with. There was a few weird occurrences that I was told about. There's a few weird occurrences that I was told about leading up to it, about some traffic, like blockages and people getting in the way, but nothing else was confirmed at this time. Anything else for me?
And final question is, is the town safe? Obviously, this cartel seems to be very powerful, and it seems like, at this point they're very angry and they might even cause a war at some point from the looks of it.
Again, that's gonna be what we're trying to avoid. Like that's what we're gonna. That's why we are so persistent on these laws and getting this new penal code in and getting everything we can to counteract the cartel. I think when you take the boss out of anything, I think when you take the boss out of the cartel, you're gonna see a lot of changes. I'm sure there's gonna be those that resent what we did and resent what San Andreas did, but in the end, I believe that the crime rates will drop by a lot, and drug trafficking and all those kind of things, they're going to drop a lot because they were the biggest threat, and thanks to our law enforcement, we got them. Weasel, do you have any questions for any other officers or myself?
Yeah, just one more question for Officer Blake over there.
Yeah,
what
Blake,
was the operation like? How did you guys manage to take them all down and capture them, and how did that execution look like?
Yes, sir. like previously stated by the mayor, we can't really disclose any too in detail information as it is an open investigation at this point. The only thing I can really say is some incidents occurred where they took a officer hostage. We were able to locate that officer, move in tactically with the help of my boys in blue, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, the San Andreas State Troopers, and then the police department as well. We moved in tactically, worked together as a team, watched each other's back, and then just made it happen.
Alrighty, I have no further questions.
Alrighty. Again, as always, thank you, law enforcement. Thank you to everyone involved me behind. Thank you for the back of the room for just doing everything you guys do and providing safety to San Andreas. Obviously, as always, we back the blue. As always, we back the blue. Again, thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. At this time, currently 11:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 18:02, April 18th, 2024. The press conference has concluded. Thank you very much.